This is called The Birds of the Air. Can't I just have a slice of toast, just a simple slice of toast, just once? She asked, exasperated, as a powered toothbrush motor drove a blade across a pallet, where a chunk of bread broke loose, then banged flat by a mallet, slid across a table, straight towards the grill, where it landed and fell short by just 1 centimetre, well, more precisely by 9.4 mil. And the birds of the air and the beasts that walk the earth are moved and motivated by the data strata nature laid in carbon for survival. But as far as you and I've evolved, without those drives, there's nothing there. His garden was a battlefield of ropes and chains and pulley systems. Traction engines strode the lawn, while dirty great big diesel pistons powered auto gardeners. And one fell down on all fours, broke through the fence, and with its shiny metal claws horribly savaged next door's cat. And the birds of the air and the beasts that walk the earth are moved and motivated by the data strata nature laid in carbon for survival. But as far as you and I've evolved, without those drives, there's nothing there. His garden chair had helium balloons at either end. His intention was to float up, then shoot them to descend. He sucked his beer, he cut the ropes, he yelled out, "Here I go." They watched him slowly lifting off and waving to and fro the gun that he'd forgotten to load. And the birds of the air and the beasts that walk the earth are moved and motivated by the data strata nature laid in carbon for survival. But as far as you and I've evolved, without those drives, there's nothing there. Tried the gun, it didn't work, and rising faster than expected, at 16,000 feet he faced a Boeing 47. The pilot radio tower, instant red alerts were raised, planes were grounded, all transmissions blocked. The then President Reagan instigated Protocol 94. And the birds of the air and the beasts that walk the earth are moved and motivated by the data strata nature laid in carbon for survival. But as far as you and I've evolved, without those drives, there's nothing there. On July the 2nd, 1982, the late Larry Waters became the first person to fly by means of cluster balloons, albeit accidentally. Well, a rescue was attempted by a rope and harness dangled from a pair of helicopters poised to go in at an angle so to minimise the turbulence around the flying chair. So far so good, but as he reached to grab the rope, he grabbed thin air and watched in horror as he fell. And the birds of the air and the beasts that walk the earth are moved and motivated by the data strata nature laid in carbon for survival. But as far as you and I've evolved, without those drives, there's nothing there. Caught half in, half out, the harness safely lowered to the ground, he was immediately arrested and his flying chair shot down. His wife refused to speak to him, his children locked their doors. Johnny Carson led the laughter and his invited audience roared He was the Pope for all the satire, and the New York Times cartoons had him floating past the White House or flying round the moon. His inventions, his contraptions, calculations, projects, maps went either to a bonfire or were binned and dumped and scrapped. But the world was soon to learn his work was finished with the news of a single self-inflicted gunshot wound. And the birds of the air and the beasts that walk the earth are moved and motivated by the data strata nature laid in carbon for survival. But as far as you and I've evolved without those drives, without those drives, yes, without those drives, there's nothing there.